Hey everybody, this is Lorelia coming to you with a video. Want to talk about there is no such thing as free lunch and be careful of free. And why do I want to talk about be careful of free? So pretty much right now we're in a day and time now where there are a lot of change coming. A lot of changes that are going on. You have the eviction moratoriums that may end in certain states. And then you have the mortgage moratoriums. And so, with that, you have the child tax credit that people are getting. And even in some states, I know here in New Jersey, they also give you so called a state tax credit. And so, the reason why I want to say be careful of free, and I did a video about this back in 2020, the early part of the pandemic in March. And I said, and I talked about how, you know, the powers that be, whether it's government, big business, or whatever, they want to numb you to pain. And what do I mean by that? A lot of things were given to people in terms of resources, money, of course, if you're in business, PPP, and once again, all those moratoriums. And this is not to make a mockery of what could possibly happen. I know in some states they're trying to put measures in place so a whole windfall of economic collapse doesn't take place. But in that video in 2020, I talked about the importance of increasing your financial IQ, understanding what's going on with economic cycles. In that video, I talked about that during this time in the pandemic, take time to really understand these economic cycles. Because what's going to happen in the next 7 to 10 years, there are going to be people who are going to thrive financially, and then there are people who literally are going to be in financial hysterics. It's sad to say. And that's why I can't I just can't talk enough about be careful of free. Be careful of looking for handouts. And I get it. Things happen. A lot of people took hits in terms of losing their jobs. Maybe if they had a business is not doing that well. But, now more than ever is the time to lock in. Lock in to understand what is going on economically, not only here in this country, but also around the world. Lock in to know what is going on financially, in terms of the tax law here in this country, how it affects you as an individual, if you're a business owner, how it affects you as a business owner, and if you're a real estate investor, how it's going to help you as a real estate investor. Be aware, have a keen eye of what's going on. Also, um, in terms of credit, know what's going on out there in terms of, is the credit squeeze happening? Or is credit still cheap? At this point, right now, although many people may say real estate opportunities are not as abundant, but the ability to get access to financing, whether it's mortgage financing or if it's alternative financing, which is what I do, business funding and business credit, um, understand, take heed, understand what's going on, understand the opportunities. Um, Coming soon, have a client who just yesterday got a pre-approval for 50K. Money is still available. Opportunities out there. And once again, no fraud, no scamming, no putting fraudulent information down to get access to money. That's why I said have a keen eye on what's going on, because a lot of people will trick you into believing that in order to get access to opportunities, you have to take part in things that are illegal. And I'm here to tell you, no, you don't. You don't have to. The opportunities are there, but you got to lock in. You got to lock in. And what do I mean by that? I do free game, free game Fridays, where I'm talking about leveraging debt to be able to invest in real estate, to invest to create cash flow for yourself. Free game Fridays happen every other Friday. Um, may have an upcoming a class this Friday. And the way you get access to it is go to www.neverloseadeal.com. The link will be below this video. Lock in. Understand which way the pendulum is moving. I haven't been able to do a lot of videos here on this channel because I'm locking in. I have clients that are doing things, who are making moves, who are getting access to funding, and it's not in the way that many people want you to believe that it's being done. The biggest trickology that's out there on the internet is to have people to believe that in order to get access to funding and capital or investment into their business or their real estate business is they have to lie. And I'm here to tell you that's not the case. But you have to lock in and be a student, because this is what I know. If you take shortcuts, if you do things that are not financially sound, you will not have the opportunity to take part in the opportunities that are going to happen in the next 7 to 10 years. Let's look at economic cycles. There are things that exist now that didn't exist 10 years ago. Let's go back. It's 2021. Let's go back to 2011. What didn't we have back then? We didn't have Uber Eats. We didn't even have Uber. We didn't have Lyft. We didn't have Instagram. We had Facebook. We had Twitter. We had YouTube. Well, we didn't have Instagram. We didn't have Snapchat. We didn't have Clubhouse. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just things that are coming on, right off my head. Airbnb was not is popular as it is now. But this is to give you an idea that in economic cycles, whether they're downturns or upturns or what have you, opportunities do exist. Opportunities do happen. But if you won't lock yourself in, if you won't try to see which way the pendulum is swinging, you're going to miss out. And it's too much game in terms of great resources on the internet, of course. I'm not here to co-sign on anyone's. I can only talk about mine. Where the game is being given to you. You just have to lock in. But the thing is that what keeps people from locking in is that most people want the results to happen overnight. And for some people, they can. For example, the client of mine who just got pre-approved up to, I want to say between 50 and 65,000, started working with him in April. We're now in July. It took some work. So that's why I tell people, I'm not your girl if you're looking for fast, right now money. Because most people aren't in position to get fast, right now money. Let's be honest. So if you're not in position to get fast, right now money, you have to position yourself. And this was an individual who was doing deals in real estate. He's an active investor. He's flipping. He's doing deals. but there was still work to be done. So, my thing is this: be careful of free. Be careful of things that's going to take your eye off the opportunities, because big opportunities are going to come up the pipeline, and you want to be in position in the next 7 to 10 years. So once again, like I said, I do free game Fridays. How to get access to these live webinars, you got to go to www.neverloseadeal.com. They kicked off in July. And so if you go to that website, you'll be on my email communication list, and that's how you'll learn and get access to this content. To learn how to position yourself, how to position your business, to get access to the funding that you want legally, not illegally, legally. So once again, like I said, be very careful, be very mindful. So like I said, link will be below this video, www.neverloseadeal.com. Be on the lookout. I'll be doing a testimonial video with that client of mine talking about their $50,000 to $65,000 pre-approval. And once again, it's all about putting yourself in the right position, getting access to the right information, so you too can get access to funding. So once again, this is Lorelia. Talk to you next video. Bye-bye.